Do you have sound theology? And how do you get it? How do you know? I'm Pastor Adam. This is New Testament Tuesday, and I'm so glad you decided to tune in, check out, and see what we've got going on today. You know, and I know that we live in a world full of misinformation, in a time and in an age where we have so much information at our fingertips that we can just look anything up right quick and get thousands upon thousands of results. Do you think all those thousands and thousands and thousands of results all say the same thing? No, we have this thing called misinformation, or we have different points of view that lead us down different paths. How do you know what is true, especially when it comes to the Bible? How do we know that our theology is right? How do we know that we are studying and understanding what we ought to study and understand? This is what Paul tells Titus in chapter 2, verse 1. But as for you, speak the things which are fitting for sound doctrine. Paul is mentoring Titus here, and in the previous chapter, he's discussing how there's some people out there who are spreading misinformation. People are talking about things that they have no clue what they're talking about, and they should not be talking about those things because it doesn't lead people and it doesn't lead those people to sound doctrine. Paul is telling Titus to speak on things which provide sound doctrine, not frivolous things. And so, how do you think Titus accomplishes this? Well, one, he has a really, really good teacher. He has Paul, the Apostle Paul. He's got the guy so far in New Testament writings and church growth and discipleship and all these different things. He has the premier Apostle Paul to help him out. He also has the teachings and the writings and the accounts of people who have seen Jesus and what did he teach and what did he say. He had access to, or could have had access to, people like Peter, people like John, people like James, things like that. So he's getting good ideas from people who have seen Jesus. And what else does Titus have? He has his own brain. See, once Titus is discipled by Paul, he knows where to look, how to think, how to look at things from a different perspective, and he knows who are good sources to trust. What does this mean for you? Well, if you want to have sound doctrine, one, avoid frivolous things. Don't worry about those extra things, whatever. Don't listen to people who are talking about frivolous things that Paul had warned in the previous chapter. If we want to be like Titus and speak from things that are sound doctrine, well, we need to know good theology. And to know good theology, we have to have a good teacher. Everybody needs a good teacher, whether it's your pastor, whether it's mentors, whether it's a friend or whoever. Have a good teacher who's willing to show you the ins and outs of Scripture. The second thing is surround yourself with people who have sound doctrine. If you show me your friends, they'll show you your future. And lastly, do your own research. And just like anything, do your own research when it comes to the scriptures. Make sure what you are reading, what you're understanding, actually lines up with experts in the field of theology. I'm Pastor Adam. This is New Testament Tuesday. I'll see you next time.